Good day students. In this video we will take up few more sums on motion under gravity. Two sums I have written on the board. We take up one by one. See, AB is a tower. This is the ground. This is the top of the tower. From the top of a tower we are dropping a stone with initial velocity 0. Just dropping, that means initial velocity is 0. And M is a point on the tower such that AM distance is 9h upon 25. H is the total height of the tower. And it is said that last 9h upon 25 distance is covered in 1 second by the body. As the stone falls from here to here, this much distance is covered by the stone in 1 second. So if t equal to 0 is the time when it was dropped, this is t equal to t, the total time taken by the stone to fall. This is 1 second, so this much time will be t minus 1 second less. That means from here to here, the stone will take time t to fall, and from here to here, it will take time t minus 1 to fall. Final time minus initial time. Children, this is h height and this is 9h upon 25. How much will be bm distance? Let us solve. Bm distance, the first height, that will be total minus 9h upon 25. 25 minus 9, that will be 16h upon 25. So Bm distance from top to that point M, that is 16h upon 25, this much distance. 16h upon 25, this much distance. Okay, so that means 16h upon 25 distance covered by the stone from here to here in time t minus 1, and total h distance covered by the stone in time 0 to t, so t time. So I start my motion always from B to M. So first I see B to M. Why I am starting from B? Because their initial velocity is 0. So always I will start from B. There is a formula d equal to VOT plus half AT square. Now children, in this question we know all the things are falling downward, so we take downward positive. I have already told you, if you find there is up and down motion, then one direction you can consider plus and one minus. If all the motions are taking upward, then take upward positive, it is for your convenience. If all are moving downwards, then take downward as positive, it will help you make your life much more comfortable. Anyway, that's your choice. Okay, so from B to M, displacement is how much? 16h upon 25. I can see that. 0 because initial velocity is 0 at point B. B is the starting point, plus half. Acceleration is 9.8, that of gravity, and time taken is t minus 1 whole square. So 16h upon 25 will become 4.9 into t minus 1 whole square, 0.1. If I go from B to A, again from top to bottom, d equal to VOT plus half AT square. Displacement is full h, 0 plus half into 9.8 into t square. So h is equal to 4.9 t square, point number 2. Now two equations and two variables h and t. We have to solve it. Put h as 4.9 t square over here. So if you put h as 4.9 t square over here, then you will get a quadratic in t, and then you have to solve it. It will be like this. I put h 4.9 t square over here. So 16 upon 25 into 4.9 t square is equal to 4.9 into t minus 1 whole square. 4.9 cancel out. 16 upon 25 t square becomes t minus 1 whole square. So take square root. 4t upon 5 is equal to plus minus t minus 1. So 4t upon 5 is t minus 1, or 4t upon 5 will be minus t plus 1, negative option. So 4t becomes 5t minus 5, or 4t becomes minus 5t plus 5. So t becomes equal to 5. Okay, 4t goes here, 5 comes here. Or bring this over here. So 9t is equal to 5. So t will be 5 or t will be 5 upon 9 seconds. This is not possible because this is less than 1 second and body is already taken 1 second over here. That means total time will be definitely more than 1. So this is ruled out. So t is equal to how much? 5 seconds. That means it will take total time 5 seconds to fall from the top to bottom. If you write over here the value of t 5 square, you will get the height of the tower. That is the way to do it. Okay, so please pause and copy, children. Then do the next one for you. Okay, the next sum is there, children. Supposing there is a river over here and there is a bridge at a height h. From the top of bridge, we are throwing a stone in downward direction with a speed of 4.9 meter per second. And it is said it falls in water in time 2 seconds. Then what is the height of bridge? So everything is going down, children. So we take downward direction positive and use the formula D equal to VOT plus half AT square. Displacement will become equal to VO means how much? 4.9 into 2 plus half into 9.8 into 2 square. That will be 9.8 plus 19.6. That will be whatever. So this is the height of the bridge over the river. So easy. Please pause and copy, children. See, children, two more questions. AB is a tower. From the top of tower, a body is thrown down with a speed of 10 meter per second. The initial velocity is given 10 meter per second. Ratio of distance is covered in second and third second. Now everything is coming downwards, so we take downward direction as positive. Ratio of distance in second and third second. So I am recalling the formula for displacement in nth second. Now see, children, the body is moving in one dimension in the same direction. So displacement and distance will be same. I have told you. If a body moves in one dimension in the same direction, then what the amount of displacement and distance will be same because it is not reversing the direction. So whatever displacement I will get, I can equate it to distance. So if he is asking ratio of distances, it will also be equal to ratio of displacement in second and third second. You know the formula for displacement in nth second. I told you that dn is equal to VO plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. This shortcut I told you. So d2 will be VO plus a by 2 into 4 minus 1, 3, and d3 will be VO plus a by 2, 2 into 3, 6, 6 minus 1, 5. I want the ratio d2 upon d3. That will be VO plus 3a upon 2 upon VO plus 5a upon 2. So easy. Put the value VO as 10 plus 3 into 10 upon 2. If acceleration is gravity, if nothing is mentioned in the question, then you should take gravity as 9.8. If it is given, take G as 10, then only you can take G as 10. So let us take 9.8 because nothing was said about G. And 10 plus 5 into 9.8 upon 2. You will get the ratio. So easy. Then next one is there. Again AB is a tower. VO equal to 0 means body is dropped from the top of tower. And it is shown that last 40 meter is covered in time 2 seconds. So supposing body takes time t to fall from here to here. So this is the time t equal to 0. This will be the time t equal to t. And therefore this will be the time t equal to t minus 2 because here 2 seconds are there. So here what will be the time? T minus 2. So from here to here the body travels how much distance? H is the total height and this is 40. So this much height will be h minus 40 that I can make out. So h minus 40 will be travelled in t minus 2 seconds and full h will be covered in t seconds that we can make out. So from B to C total h t equal to VOT plus half AT square. Again all downward motion. So I take downward as plus. Here also I take a downward as plus. So displacement how much? H. VOT. Initial velocity is 0. So this becomes 0 plus half into gravity into t square. So H is gt square upon 2 point number 1. Then from B to C, this was B to A. Sorry children, this was B to A total height. This was B to A total height. Then I take top of B to C again. From B to C, again D equal to VOT plus half AT square. So B to C displacement is how much? H minus 40. That is 0. VO is 0 at point B, the starting point. Half G, and what is the time? T minus 2 square. Because from B to C the time taken is T minus 2. So H becomes equal to 40 plus G into 2 minus 2 square upon 2, that is second equation. From first and to equate H, so GT square upon 2 becomes equal to 40 plus G minus 2 square upon 2. I would suggest you take GS10 over there, over here, to simplify the calculations, otherwise it will be difficult. So take GS10, so this becomes 5T square is equal to 40 plus G upon 2 means 5 into T minus 2 whole square. 5 cancel out, 8 plus, solve this for quadratic, you will get T from here. You put T over here, you will get H. So this way you have to do the sums. This I think you can do, quadratic. T square minus 4T plus 4 and all that, then you do it. Please pause and copy children. See children, a very interesting question. A body falls freely under gravity from rest, initial velocity 0. Distance covered in first 3 seconds is equal to distance covered in last 1 second. Take GS10, find the time of fall. So supposing, please understand, supposedly the body is falling like this. From point A to point B it falls. From, okay, I write this point as B. From A to B it takes 3 seconds and it falls a distance h. From B to C and this D, see this is AB, h distance, and this is 1 second. Distance covered in the first 3 seconds equal to distance in the last 1 second. So this also will be h. And let this be called D, and let the time of fall from B to C be T. So total time of fall will be T plus 4. So what I am saying is, supposing from A to B body falls for 3 seconds, a distance h. From B to C it falls a distance D in time T. And again from C to D 1 second time it again falls a distance h, because it was told that distance in first 3 seconds is equal to distance of 1 second. We are using distance and displacement because here the body is traveling in one dimension and in one direction only. So displacement and distance will mean one and the same thing. So instead of displacement I can use the word distance. That makes no difference because the body is traveling in one dimension and it is not turning about. So here the velocity is 0, falls freely. So first I go from A to B. Displacement is h. VO into T, time is 3 seconds, plus half into G. First let me write the equation. D equal to VOT plus half AT square. So displacement h, initial velocity 0, so plus half into 10 into 3 square. So h becomes equal to 9 upon 90 upon 2, 45 meter. So I get height as 45 meter. So this is 45 meter, so this also is 45 meter. That I come to know. Then I talk of A to C. Why I am always starting from A? Because initial velocity is 0. Displacement is how much? H plus D. That is 0, VO is 0, plus half into 10. What is the time taken? T plus 3. So T plus 3 whole square. H is 45. So 45 plus D is equal to 5 into T plus 3 whole square, point number 1. T and D are unknown, so we cannot solve it. Then I go from A to D, from top to bottom. Displacement H plus D plus H. So 2H plus D, VO is 0, half into 10 into, what is the time taken? 3 plus T plus 1, T plus 4 whole square. Half AT square. 2H means 90 plus D is equal to 5 into t plus 4 whole square, point number 2. Now I know 90 plus d and 45 plus d. Subtract this from this. So this minus this will be this minus this. So 90 plus d minus 45 plus d. That will be 90 plus d minus 45 minus d is equal to 5 into t plus 4 whole square minus 5 into t plus 3 whole square. So I get 45 equal to 5 into t plus 4 whole square minus 5 into t plus 3 whole square. Divide by 5. So I get 9 is equal to t plus 4 whole square minus t plus 3 whole square. From here you get t. And if you put t anywhere, supposing here, you will come to know what is the d. So once d is got, total height means h plus d plus h. You will come to know total height of the tower. Like this. Please pause and copy, children. Now see, children, from a tower of height 200 meter, tower of height of 200 meter, there are two stones. One is thrown upward with the speed VO, and second is thrown downward with the speed VO. Time difference in reaching the ground by both the stones will be what? What will be the time difference in reaching the ground? So one thing is very clear, children, that if I throw the stone upwards from here, it will again come back over here. So for the first stone, starting point is same for both the stones, and final point is also same. So displacement for both the stones will be same, that I can make out. Displacement for both the stones is same because their initial points are same and their final points are same. And because one is going up and one is going down, so we have to fix up direction. So supposing I take downward as plus and upward as negative. So displacement is downward, we know the value 200 meter. So displacement for both is minus 200 meter. Downward, so plus 200, sorry, because downward is plus. So displacement for both stones is plus 200. We want to find the time difference. Okay, so what we think is that, let me check if any data is missing out. Two stones are thrown. Speed is given to us 10 meter per second. I was wondering if this is not given, then we cannot do. So speed is 10 for both. So let us find for the first one and second stone. For the first one, displacement equal to VOT plus half AT square. Displacement for both is 200 meter downward plus, so plus 200. For the first one, speed is upward means negative. Speed is upward means negative. So minus 10t plus half into, take g as 10 for simplicity. Okay, it is given also. So 200 will become minus 10t plus 5t square divided by 5. So 40 is equal to minus 2t plus t square. So t square minus 2t minus 40 equal to 0. Solve this to get t. Right? You will get t from here. And then for the second one, for the second stone again, d equal to VOT plus half AT square. Displacement in downward, that is plus 200 again. VO is downward 10t plus half into 10 into t square. So 200 becomes 10t plus 5t square. So 40 becomes 2t plus t square. So t square plus 2t minus 40 equal to 0. Get t from here. Once you get t, find the time difference. You will come to know. Okay. So he says, what is the time difference? Find out t1, t2, and then you can get the difference. You will need quadratic equation. You can solve the values of t. One t may come out negative, one t may come out positive. Whatever is acceptable, you can take up that. Pause and copy, children.